What is the pettiest, silliest, most meaningless hill you are willing to die on? There was a hill near where I grew up that we called top of the world, where you could see most of our small town. There was a little gravel parking lot where people could park, and it was maybe a 200-yard walk to the point. Not many people know about it except locals, and it was kind of windy, but if I had to pick a hill, then I guess that would be the one. Edit: I am referencing the top of the world in Manhattan, KS. But after all of the comments and messages today, it seems like lots of small towns have their own top of the world location. Smiley face. Thank you to everyone for the Reddit awards I didn't even know existed, for the kind words and fun memories today. I'm normally a lurker, but this was fun. He's a little confused, but he's got the spirit. Improperly installed headlights should be ticketed aggressively. Blinding everyone in the road should be illegal. Edit: Wow, I didn't know this many people felt as strongly about this as I did. Y'all are good company. May your fellow drivers behind you drive dimly. Thank you for the gold/silvers. If you want to give, please donate to a COVID-related fund instead and make the world just a little bit better. Had a buddy who had a no-shit emergency spotlight in the back of his Jeep, inside the truck. It was hooked up to his electrical system for his subwoofers and pointed out the back window. Anyway, every once in a while he would get an asshole with the angled straight head/high beams and a big lifted broad Auser who drive on his ass and flash him. He would hit them with essentially the Batman signal. They typically got the message. Edit: This was well over a decade ago. Yes, I would assume it was very much illegal. No, he didn't use it to flash little old ladies with high beams on, more in response to road raging tailgaters who lay on the horn and flash their lights. You're not the only person in the grocery store, lady. Move your cart to the side in anticipation of others trying to get by. It's not predicting the future and you really need to work on your spatial awareness. Edit: I've long held the opinion that there are two kinds of people in this world, shopping cart people and non-shopping cart people. And just remember, it's always malice, never ignorance. This times a million. People's lack of spatial awareness or their downright assholery and thinking they are more important than you are is infuriating. I don't understand people with bad spatial awareness. I literally cannot comprehend how it must feel to be so unaware. Like how? Like people walking in public. Why do you always have to stop right in front of me without a second thought? How can you be so unaware of your surroundings, man? It really confuses me. That box of useless cables in my closet? You know, the one that has a bunch of old USB cables, RCA cables, even S-video cables, and a shitload of AC adapters I can't find the ends for? Yeah, that box is mine, and I will never throw it away. Even if it only comes in handy once a year, I'll be damned if it doesn't feel great feeling like a dang hero when your friend or family member needs one of those useless cables for something. Edit: Wow, my first gold. Thanks. This is a fucking fact. Never throw away a working cable. You might need it. You can't just buy a box of whatever cables you might need for the year. There's just too many kinds, so many of which are so rarely used. The only way to get a box with all the cables you need is to build up your collection over time. That random ass adapter you thought was completely useless? If you throw it away, I guarantee in the next 2 months you will regret it. My dad has the most massive stash of cables and I will be forever grateful for the many times he had exactly what I needed, lol. My wife wanted to get rid of the N64 I've had since '97, she said it looks tacky. I've love her, but fuck that. Edit * sorry for the late edit, I check this every few days. Thanks for the internet points. To be clear, my wife is awesome, her and the N64 aren't going anywhere. Also, I like Joe Biden, I just have always thought he is a bit of a weirdo. My husband wants me to get rid of the VCR I bought in 1995. He says we don't need it. But what if at some point in the future, we do need it? It's not like we can get a new one. I recently had to buy a VCR as part of a Christmas gift of old home videos for my mom. Ended up spending like $80 at a pawn shop. Not easy to find anymore. Scrape your damn plate off before putting dishes into the dishwasher. I'm home from college right now, living in a 5-person home, and my sister is the only person who understands this. Everyone else basically puts meals in the dishwasher, or they let things like cereal get stuck to the plates and cups, which drives me crazy lol. It's a dishwasher, not a garbage can. In addition, if you leave napkins/paper towels on your plate, and put them in the sink, you deserve the 9th circle of hell. My mom used to take plastic wrap off of stored items and put it into the sink instead of the fucking trash can that was the same distance from the sink. Every time you tried to do the dishes, you'd end up with a handful of wet, slimy, plastic wrap. Black. Those new extra safe, high visibility headlights should not be installed in any vehicles larger than a wagon. I don't need LED spotlights pointing into my eyes from the front and all 3 mirrors. Seeing is fun for other drivers too. Improperly aimed headlights are terrifically unsafe, regardless of whether they're incandescent or LED, stock or aftermarket. That, and idiots who don't shut their brights off when other cars come. Personally, I have a lifted Jeep with aftermarket LED headlights. Prior to installing them, I could barely see the road without brights on, and even with brights, it felt unsafe on country back roads. I took care to aim them properly, mark line on wall, go 25 feet back, adjust, compare to original headlights, and actually made sure they shoot ever so slightly lower than my stock headlights. The only time I ever got flashed was when I was the idiot that forgot to shut my brights off, and I deserved it. Edit: here's the guide I used to aim the headlights, and here's the Jeep. Edit: I appreciate the relevance of the All Seeing Upvote award.